So I'll give you your same setups, and then I'll use the magic words for flow, and then we get going. So we're gonna kind of get a little comfy with our feet here. We depend on them a lot as our lives go. I do even more even as a dancer. So a lot of this stuff isn't really Pilates work. It's stuff I've learned along the way, but it is nice to tune in. A few of these first exercises I did with one of my clients that was actually 89 years old, and these were some of his favorite brain teasers. So we are definitely younger than the 89 mark, so we have no complaints in that department. But we're gonna start working in, just kind of tune into our feet, and then we'll do some standing stuff later. But go ahead and actually take your feet in front of you. You can sit in a chair or something if it's easier. I like to do this with one foot first, and then you can go to two. So you're gonna actually just tune in and see if you can lift up one toe without affecting the rest. So can you lift up your big toe without the rest flying off and float back down? You can use your other hands to hold them down if you need to. And then go down the chain and see if you can do your pointer toe. So if you need to hold down the rest, can you lift up that toe on its own and maybe try to lift it up again? When you do this on your own, you can do about 5 or 10, After about the third or fourth one, you'll feel your brain pathways start to get a little bit better. Go into your middle toe, and this is one of the hardest ones to not have the rest jump up with, but see what you got. And then, give it about 2 or 3 tries. And then going down to your ring finger toesy here. And it's really hard to not have the rest run away. And then can you even just get your pinky toe to try and somewhat lift off the floor? It's gonna feel like it's somebody else's foot. That is okay. I promise it gets better. Go ahead and switch to the other foot and just see, if one's better than the other. Try and lifting and just get those brain pathways to tune in a little bit. Go into your next toe. So for Pilates, we always tend to cue our powerhouse, which is, more our center out to our limbs. But it is really important to us to tune into our feet. And when we're on the reformer and other equipment, we use our feet and hands to really tune in. So it's not something that's totally forgotten, but we kind of tune in a little bit later. So since you guys have had a few weeks with me doing some mat stuff, I figured it was cool if we start to tune into some other pieces we really depend on. Okay, so once you've done 2 feet, I'm kind of fast forwarding a little bit, but you can always go back and do this later. See if you can start to lift from your big toe to your little toe. So you almost like a little wave. If you could lift one at a time and then try to reverse that and place it back down from your pinky toe to your big toe. Again, it's gonna feel really foreign. It is okay. Unless you do stuff in your normal life to tune in with this, it's probably gonna feel a little weird. Let's go for one more rep, and we're gonna lift up from our big toes to our little toes, see if they can get all off the floor, and then from your pinky toes back down. And you can always play with reversing that, leading from the pinky toe to the big toe. Yeah, so you've got options if we get bored with one, or if it gets too easy. Go ahead and take one foot and cross it over the other, and you're gonna take your own fingers and try and sneak them between your toes. So can you kind of get one finger per toe space there and see if you can get them all the way in there. I know it feels silly, but you really want to get space between our toes because they're smashed in shoes all the time. So see if you can get a little space for those bones, and then you can try and take your own hands and circle your foot and just kind of get a little oil in the joint there, and then see if you can work on pointing the foot towards you, and then can you lead with the toes and then flex it, all while keeping that space in there. And just see what range you have. And one more. And then as you take your fingers out, see how that feels. Give them a little wiggle, and it should feel like there's a little more space in there. So almost when you go get your pedicures and they stick those little spacers in, it should feel similar. So try and see if you can get those fingers between the toes on the other foot. We'll just do one more little round here. And once they're in there, see if you can kind of wiggle your toesies around and then circle through the ankle, a few each way, just to kind of wake those little bad boys up in there. And then see if you can lead pointing your foot, and then your toes are gonna start it, work through the foot to flex, and then reverse it, your ankle, your foot, and then your toes. Toes and foot and flex. And reach through and point. Good. And then once you take your fingers out, just kind of give everybody a little extra wiggle and see how that feels. I think this is a good enough angle for you guys. We'll do one more little arch support here. So you guys probably hear plantar fasciitis or falling arches or you need arch supports and la la la, right? So way back when, humans did not have shoes with arch supports. So our feet are built to actually support us. We just don't give them as much attention as we probably should. So as a dancer, I have a little bit more arch already. A lot of you guys will probably be a little flatter to the floor. That is okay. So on this, I want you to see if you can lift your toes and your arch. So you're gonna get a little more space under your foot and then bring it back down. And same thing, lift and pull the arch off the floor and bring it back down. And go for about 5 here. On each one, you almost want to feel like if there was a little thumbtack in the middle of your foot, can that be the piece that's lifting up and back down and lifting up? And you'll probably feel this actually work up in the whole chain of your ankles, your little shins in front, all those muscles. Now I want you to try the same thing without lifting your toes to initiate. Can you literally just wake up your arch and then relax it? And wake it up. It's very subtle. And 2 more. Up and release it, and up and release it. So the idea is that you start to learn to support your own weight on your feet. Try the other foot. I'll finish this way for you. So lifting with our toes and foot and release it. And arches and toes. There's a little suction cup in the middle of your foot. And lower. And 2. And lower. And 1. And then try 5, leaving your toes flat on the floor. Can you just work the arch, lifting and releasing, and lifting and releasing. Good. 2 more. I know it's teeny tiny, but it's lots of work happening here. Good. So just keep that in mind. Those are all things you can work on at home. We'll go into a little mat stuff. So I won't break down the exercises as much today. We're going to push for the flow of the exercise. So then the challenge will be, can you still maintain your powerhouse as you're moving through the exercises? Okay, so we will carefully lower ourselves into the mat here. And just working on the arms for a second so they don't feel left out. You're going to reach the arms up and then stretch the arms back, keeping your abs in and up and your rib cage connected, right? So it's not flying off. And inhale and reach long by your sides. 2 more. And while we're doing this, just feel those feet connecting to your mat underneath you, that they're not just laying on the mat. Can they actually connect to it? And 1 more. Inhale. Abs in and up, reaching back. And reaching up. And lower. All right, we will float our right leg to our tabletop. The left leg floats up to join. And we talked about our midline on Wednesday. So really hugging the legs together. Rounding the head up, find the tips of your shoulder blades. Extend your legs if you can, or you can keep them reaching up for your 100. Find where your abs are in and up, and we pump vigorously. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. In, 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. In. Big pumps above the hips. 6 to 8 inches, real big pumps. Wringing out our lungs as we exhale. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. And out, 2, 3, 4, 90. 1 more inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 400. Can we curl a little higher? A little higher, bringing those knees in and lower the head down. Good. Keep your hands hooked behind the legs and you'll rock up for your half roll down. So our feet stay on the mat, hands stay hooked, and I want you to think of pulling your belly button in and up, away from the legs. Back to your arms are straight, and then exhale, round it back in. 2 more with the hands here. We inhale, scooping around our belly button away from our legs. Exhale, coming in, and 1 more. Think of your arms as training wheels. They're just here to help support us, and they're eventually going away. Exhale. All right, reaching the arms out, no hands. We go for 3 here. Can you scoop that belly button in and up, round to your waistband. Exhale, back in, and rounding back. Can we scoop more the lower we go? And exhale, 1 more. Good, and we're going to lower our spine all the way to the mat with control. Inhale, rounding to the mat. Exhale as you lower all the way. Once your head lands, lift your right leg to tabletop. Abs in and up, left leg lifts up. Catch behind your knees and rock up and sit. Good, reaching out. Can you think of your abs in and up that whole time? Scoop as you lower with control. We lift our left. We lift our right. Abs in and up. Exhale. Rock up. And we flow. Inhale. Exhale. Right. Left. And rock up. And reach. And we lower. Never ending scoop for those abs. They should be having tons of fun. Left, right, exhale, rock up. And we round back, bone by bone. Right, left, exhale, up. And reaching out, rolling back. Left, right, exhale, rock up. Go for your full roll up if it's available to you. If not, keep that previous one going. We've got our C curve for our spine. You want to feel those heels dig into the mat. The backs of the legs are connecting as you lower away from your legs. Can you keep them reaching, keep them reaching, keep them reaching? We're rolling all the way till our head touches the mat. Inhale, head peeks through those arms. Now watch your own belly. Can you peel your spine bone by bone? Reach through our legs. We exhale, stretch it over. That is one. We inhale. Round it back. Exhale, connect to your mat. Right back up. Inhale. Exhale, scoop and stretch. Keep our flow moving through. Hug the midline of our legs. Inhale, head comes up. Exhale, stretch and reach through. Inhale. Exhale. You can stretch the arms back if you'd like. Arms up and head. Exhale. Stretch it through. Two more. Keep our flow reaching. And over. Up. Exhale. One more. Good. From here, we lower all the way to the mat for your one leg circles. So from here, arms are long and strong by your sides. Bringing the right leg extended up towards the ceiling. So we're going to keep our hips anchored and our ribs and our shoulders all connected to the mat. Challenge that by circling your leg across, out, around, and up. And can your abs help lift that leg? Scoop around and up. And 3. Exhale and up. 4. Around and up. 5. And 6. Good. 7. And 8. Reverse. Keep that rhythm. Out, around, and up. 2. Exhale. 3. And 4. 5. 6. Abs in and up. And 7. One more. 8. Catch behind your leg, find a nice stretch, pulling it towards you. Good, and then bring it in for a nice little hug. Right leg reaches long on the mat. Left leg floats up, abs in to lift it, and we're ready to go. Circle in, around and up. 2, around and up. 3, how big can you go without wobbling off your mat? And 5, exhale. 6, 7, and 8, reversing out, around, and up. 2, exhale. 3, abs into lift. 4, reach around and up. And 7, one more. 8, catch the leg, enjoy some length back there, really stretching, and then hugging the knee in towards you. Good, you can do your full roll up to come to sitting, or you can catch behind your knees and rock up. We'll meet at the top for rolling like a ball. Lift your hips to your own heels. You're going to grab behind your knee creases for a little balance challenge today. So legs stay here, heels together, toes apart. Now can you round back to the back edge of your tail, almost to where you can get your waistband to the mat. And then on an exhale, we come back in towards our legs. 2 more, just this little prep here. Work on that lower back, scooping into the mat. Exhale, coming back in. And 1 more. Scoop away from our legs. Hollow out your belly. Scoop, 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 scoop. Right before it timbers. And then coming back in. And now, ideal version, you're going to tighten up your ball. Bring your heels to your seat. Your nose goes through your legs. So if you can, go for grabbing your ankles. If not, you can grab behind the knees. We go for 6 here. Rock it back. Scoop to timber back. Exhale, right back up and catch. And 2. Exhale. Make an imprint of your spine. Rocking back. And up. And back. And up. Good. I think I did an extra. Rock back. Balance at the top. Hold, hold, hold. Place your feet to the mat. Center yourself back into your mat. And you will lower with control for 8 counts. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg stretch. Bring both knees in. We'll round our head up. Find the tips of your shoulder blades. Both hands onto your right shin. Your outside hand is at your ankle. Stretch the left leg to a high diagonal and hollow out that belly in and up. Now, can you keep a pull on that top leg? And then we switch, reach long and pull in. Abs in and up. 1 more set for precision. Find all those kinks. Abs in and up. And switch and reach in. Now we flow and a right and left, right and left, and inhale and exhale. Inhale, curl higher, and in one more, and exhale. Knees in. From here, your double leg stretch, arms and legs up. Circle the arms, exhale, pull them in. Inhale, reach, exhale. Now we flow. Reach out, exhale, in, and out, and in, and 3 more, and 2. 1 more out, in, float the head on down. Good, take a look to your right, and left, and center. Double leg stretch, rounding your head up. That's a lot. We just did double leg stretch. Scissors, legs are up. Grab behind your right leg as high as you can. Lower the left leg long and away. Can you pull the abs in up more, more, more? Now keep your tummy strong as you switch. And as you pull, keep scooping. Pull that belly in more, more, more. Keep a scoop as you switch. And we pull, pull, and switch and pull. The top leg gets that double pull, pull. Switch and pull, pull. We flow. Right, pull, pull, and left. How fast can you go? Keeping that tummy in and right and left. 2 more sets. Right, left, right, left, knees in, rest the head down. Nice work. All right, you're going to take your hands palm over palm at the base of your skull, right behind your head. Knees to tabletop. Round up, find the tips of your shoulder blades. Now fight to stay up there, elbows are wide, your head is pressing into your hands. Stretch the legs up for your lower lifts. We lower for 3, for 2, for 1. Lift, 1 count. Now I don't want you to think how low they go, but as you get lower, can you scoop your belly more, more, more? Once it can't scoop anymore, that's the end. Up. And we inhale. 2, 3. Exhale, lift. 4, 2, 3. And up. And 5, 2, 3. Exhale. And 6. We're going for 2 more today. Work that scoop. And 7, 2, 3. And up. Last 1, 2, 3. Exhale, knees in. Rest the head on down. Nice work. Place your feet onto the mat. We are going to build for our crisscross today. So round up. Pause here. Catch your own legs. Now see if you can get your shoulder blades off the mat. Fight to stay there. Hands come back. You twist to your right without touching the mat. It's hot lava. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Back to center. Twist the other way. Try to stay off the mat so our shoulders not touching. Center and lower. Okay, that was 1. Here we go. Up we go. Rounded. Catch those legs. Lift it higher. Stay up there without sinking. You twist to the right. And I want you to think you're reaching up and forward, forward, forward. Center. Twist left. And we're going up and forward, forward, forward. Center. And a rest. Now try. Same thing. Legs tabletop. Round it up. Get yourself a little inch higher. Stay there. And we twist to your right for 3, 2, 1. Up and over. Twist left. 2, 3. To the right. And a right. 2, 3. And a left. Adding our legs. We twist and stretch that leg. Up and reach. And now same thing. Reach past your knee. Up and forward. Up and forward. And right. Left. 2 more sets. Breathe right. Left. 1 more. Right. Left. Center. And rest. Rock it up to sit. You should be feeling where that flow is kicking your booty around now. So sit tall. Find your tall spine, feet, your mat width apart, or you can sit up on a box if we need to, yeah, depending on how tight our legs are, yeah? So arms are long at your own shoulder height. On an inhale, we lift tall. Chin to chest, exhale, stretch your spine as you peel from your head through your shoulder blades, through your waist. And I want you to feel that belly button holding you strong. And we inhale, lift taller. Taller, stay that tall to exhale. Now keep lifting, inhale, chin to chest, exhale, peel bone by bone, rounding up and over. Once you run out of an exhale, use your inhale to stack up tall. Stay tall, 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 even taller than you were. Now as you exhale, just avoid sinking. So I'm feeling for my tushy through the back of my head, lifting. Inhale, chin to chest, exhale, stretch up and lift more. Get space between each vertebrae from your tail to the back of your head, and we lengthen and lift. Now we flow. So your exhale rounds you over. 2, 3. Inhale, lift, 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 and exhale. Try to keep our shoulders from creeping to our ears, right? So keeping that space in our spine. 1 more. And inhale and lifting tall. Open the arms out to your side in a big T position, right? So it's not past you. Think of that. Reach through the arms. Tall spine. You just did this twist in your ab series. So use those abs in and up. Twist your spine right. Exhale. Saw your baby toe as you reach for 3, for 2, a little further. 1, and lift. twist, exhale, abs in and up, and 2, 3, inhale, twist, exhale, 3, a 2, a 1, and a lift, twist, exhale, 2, 3, now we float, lift and twist and reach, 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 lift, twist, exhale, lift and twist and reach, 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 abs in and up, as you reach, last one, open that back arm, scoop in the belly, back to center, we rest our arms. Good work, team. All right, flip onto your stomach for your swan prep here. I'll try to face towards you guys. So you're gonna do palm over palm, forehead onto your hands. And if you have any lower back stuff, you can do legs hip width. Ideal is we hug that midline like we found on Wednesday. So from here, just resting on the mat, can you feel your shoulders drop from your ears? And I want you to feel that you could anchor the front of your hips, right? Make an imprint in your mat, and then scoop your belly button in and up off the mat. So if I could get daylight under your belly, that'd be the goal. Keep that scoop, and I just want you to lift your head and heart and see if you can lift up without your belly flying open. And then float back down. And again, can you pull those abs in and up, anchor the hips, lift your head and heart, and get longer than your mat. Lengthen to lift, 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 and we float back down. Glue your hands to your head, and I want you to lift your whole upper body as one piece. Abs in and up, and you lift your head, heart, hand, opening the chest, and then we float back down. And notice where your belly ran away, right? Anchor the hips, abs in and up. Can you keep that as you lift your head, heart, hands, hold, 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 and float back down, no crashing. And again, hugging those legs, press your hips into the mat, scoop the belly in and up. Now we're gonna lift up and hold it there, float up and hold. Can you extend the arms without sinking, maybe lift a little higher, pull the hands back in, and float it back down. One more. Anchor the hips, abs in and up, lifting, and I want you to reach from your heels to the back of your hands. How long and tall can you be? Tummy strong, hands in, and float back to the mat. Go ahead and sit back to your heels. You can find a round spine, so instead of a flat child's pose, try to pull your belly in and up so you get more of that C curve shape. Little lower back stretch should happen in there. Single leg kicks onto your hips, and then your elbows this time. So try not to let it all just hang out. Can you press your heart from the mat? Wide open collarbones, abs in and up, and we're hugging that midline with our legs again. You do a double kick, right heel, kick to your seat. Kick, kick, and now lengthen long and away. Kick, kick, can it get longer to make an imprint on the mat? Now as you kick, try not to let this bounce, right? Hold it steady and reach, switch. Kick, kick, and reach, abs in and up. Kick, kick, and reach, and kick, kick. Now we flow. Kick, kick, switch, and kick, kick, switch, and kick, kick. This is your little Friday kick line moment. Think of our kits. Right, left, lifting the heart, tummy strong. One more set. Right, left, and rounding your spine back. One more time. Once you're there, you can walk your hands to one side if that feels needed. Try the other side maybe. Okay, onto your back for your shoulder bridge. So we talked about feet earlier. This is another one that you can really actually feel how much your feet help with this stretch. So laying down, arms are along by your sides, and your feet are your own hip width apart. Ideally, however far you can walk in and feel that footprint. So further away is actually much harder than getting your heels to your seat. Now, we find where those arches are working, our whole footprint is with us. And challenge that by scooping your abs in and up, peeling your spine, up and away. And now I want you to feel like your knees are reaching past your toes. So that weight is staying forward in your feet as you roll bone by bone back to the mat. And each time you do this class, you'll start to feel that you get a little more articulation now. You can literally do one vertebrae at a time, peeling off, not just one big chunk. And then same thing on the way back down, bone by bone, literally places into your mat. We're gonna extend the leg at the top for this round, so abs in and up. Scoop and peel our spine up. Now can you stabilize your hips and seat in the air as you extend your right leg long, and switch, and left. And we're gonna go right again, and left, abs in and up, and then roll the spine back down. With control, we feel that full footprint in the mat. We're coming right back up. This time we start with our left leg first. And feel that length and lift. Extend your left leg. Keep it all strong and steady. And switch, abs in and up. And feel that full footprint underneath you. Reach, and back down. One more right. Good, roll the spine. all the way back down into the mat. Nice big exhale. And then pull the knees in for a little hug here. Okay, just a few more exercises for our mat fun. You'll flip onto your right side, side leg kicks. Hand is behind your head, feet are at the front edge of your mat. I'm going to push for the flow part today, right, since it's Flow Friday. So go at your own pace if you need to, right? But it's going to feel like I'm counting a little too fast. That's on purpose. Abs in and up. Float your top leg to your own hip height. Feel that length through the leg. We go front and back. Reach and kick front. And now how far can you send the leg back without falling over, right? Keep them stacked. Reach and kick. Reach and back. And 3 and kick. Reach and back. And 4. Tall spine. Abs in and up. And 5. And 6. 2 more, 7, and 1 more, 8. Pausing center, flip slightly above your hip height. Just 3 counts each way today. So we lower, 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 abs into lift, 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 and lower, 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 lift, 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 and reach, 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 and a lift, 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 lengthen, abs in and up. 3 more, and a lift, 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 and lower, a lift, 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 and lower, 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 lift, 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 lower, lower, hold. Rotate that leg out and in and 2 and in. Our leg gets longer. 4, you should feel that little dimple spot working. 5, 6, 7, 1 more. Rotate to your furthest. Hold it there. 8 circles from your inner thigh. Circle 8, 7, 6, 5. Abs in up. 4, 3, 2. Reverse and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up, catch your ankle, place your foot onto the mat, or you can rest your whole leg, whatever our body needs. Our bottom leg gets a turn. Abs in to lift up. 1 and lower. Can you scoop and lift together? And 3, 4, 5, 6, a little higher. 7, 1 more lift and hold it there. 8 circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring your top leg to your bottom leg. We're going to do a little hot potato fun today. So you're going to take your top foot, do 4 little taps on the mat in front of you. Tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Big lift up. Tap behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 3 taps. 1, 2, 3. Up. And 1, 2, 3. Up. 2 taps. Tap, tap, up. A tap, tap, up. 4 taps. Front, up, back, up, front, up, back, up, and you finished. Woohoo! All right, flip around to the other side. So hopefully you can feel adding our 8 reps today a little extra flow. Kind of adds a little more fire to everything's going on here. So abs in and up. Top leg is your hip height. Reach and kick front. We have friends coming back from their walk. Do not be alarmed. Reach and kick. And reach and back. And 3 and kick. And a back. And 4 and kick. And without killing lady, 5 and kick, and back, 6 and kick, and back, and 7, 1 more, and 8, and a back. Pausing center. Float slightly above your hip height. We get 3 counts. You lower, 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 a lift, 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 and a 2, and a lift, 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 and a 3, and a lift, 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 and 4. Feel that length behind your neck. 5, abs in and up, and 6. Keep breathing, and 7, and up, and 8, and a lift, and a lower, and hold, rotate out, and in. It's not just my foot rotating, it's the whole top of your leg. Rotate, and in, and 5, 6, abs in and up, 7, 1 more rotating, hold it there, 8 circles, quick, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, reverse, and 8, 7, 6, 5, breathe, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach that leg up, catch the outside of your ankle, and we're going for our inner thigh, bottom leg, lift up and lower, abs in to lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, lift and hold it there, circle, 8, 7, 6, 5, breathe, 4, 3, 2, reverse, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing your top leg back to the bottom leg. That nice little hot potato challenge, right? So we're going to keep our top body tall. You can do a hand down. 4 little tappies in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big up behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Up. 2, 1, 2. Up. And a 1, 2. Up. Single 1. Up and up and up. Last one. Good, reaching that leg down. I know they feel so heavy after all those. Okay, teaser. I'll face this way for you guys today. Let's start with our prep from the bottom. So feet are on the mat, scooch them out so they're a little further than you normally would be. Extend the right leg, keeping the knees together. We round up, reach your fingers to your toes. Up we go. Big lift. Can we get our whole upper body up off the mat? If you have to, you can even grab hold of their legs to get you there. We lower all the way without crashing, with control. If you need to have soft knees, go for that too. Rounding up, scoop our belly, lift the heart up, 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 and we lower back behind you. And one more, rounding up. Now I want you to tease the mat on this one. So you're just gonna barely tap your shoulder blades and go right back up. And one more, barely tap, right back up. We lower all the way with control. Get a break here, switching legs. Okay, so 3, you get to rest your head in the middle. 2, we try and tease the mat. Here we go, rounding up. Lift the heart up, 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 and lower without crashing, right? Really hug the midline of those legs, it will help. Rounding up, can you hollow out your belly? Lift the heart, and place your spine to the mat. One more, up we go. It's okay. And lower, just barely tap your shoulder blades, right back up. And barely tap, and right back up. And we lower all the way with control. Bring the knees in for a hug. Okay, carefully rock up to sitting. We'll do one little last rolling guy here. So your seal, you can do the rolling like a ball one we did earlier, right? Tight as a ball. Or you can take your hands through your legs, grab the outsides of your ankles, or rest your heels into your hands, whatever feels like a better grip. And I want you to try and do a little clap at the top, so your whole legs are gonna clap, clap, clap. Rock to your shoulder blades and right back up. We rock back and press your heels into those hands. Clap, clap, clap. Rock back and rock up. One more. Clap, clap, clap. Rock back, rock up. Now can you clap at the upside down too? So clap here, 1, 2, 3. Now while you're upside down, we clap, clap, clap. Rock and clap, clap, clap. Rock and clap, clap, clap. 2 more. If you feel silly, you're definitely doing it right. Work on lifting those hips. Lift, 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 and clap, clap, clap. Good. If it's available to you, cross one foot in front of the other. Cross one arm over the other, and you're going to use that powerhouse fun to stand up here. Yeah? If that was a challenge, that's some homework from Joe. I'm going to lift you guys up just a little so you can face me and still see my feet-saroo here. Okay, so if you want something to be a little easier for balance stuff, I would go on hardwood floor versus carpet. So you can pick whatever your challenge may be. I'm going to face the side so you guys can kind of see what's happening here. But I want you to work a little bit through our feet that we did starting class. So try and think of those arches lifting off the floor. So instead of being heavy and sinking, right, can you pull the abs in and up? Lift the arches, scoop the tummy, lift the belly. So it's energy to stand, but it should feel a little better on our feet. Now, I just want you to work on creasing through one set of your toes. So your little highest Barbie foot you could have, and then reach it back down. And switch and find a crease even for your baby toe. And place it back down. So you're really trying to lift the arch off the foot. That doesn't make sense. Lift the arch off the floor. There you go. And then we try to add a little rise in between. So 1 foot, can you lift up and then lower 1 foot and lift. So I'm avoiding that crashing, right? If there was something under my heel, nice little grapefruit or something, you want to slowly lower, not smash it right away. Lift it up and lower. Now, if you think of this in a Pilates way, you want to lift from your powerhouse, all that tushy fun you just did with your side kicks, right? Instead of just pushing with my feet. So this is one that we do when we have a reformer. This is our little running exercise here. Yeah, so you can play with that one. If you need a wall to hold on to, by all means, go for it. Okay, we're going to do our Pilates V stance. So it's not, my dancers, it's not a big first. It's literally your own fist width apart. So if you put your fist right between your big toe joint, that's all you need. Then I want you to feel that you're rotating the tops of those thighs from all that tushy fun. Our abs are in and up. Now from here, can you keep your heels glued together? And I just want you to see if you can lift our heels off the mat and then lower them with control. And hug both legs into each other. Squeeze them for dear life. There's a ticket to Disneyland, Hawaii, whatever you want between those heels. Do not drop it. Hug that ticket and we float up and we float back down. Now, if that's an option and totally groovy, you may also try to think of staying with your weight over your heels instead of leaning forward to get up there. Can you stay on your heels? So we're leaning back a little bit as you hover up. You're going to feel that whole back body, seat, hamstrings. Everybody's got to work to lift you. And as you lower, we try not to lean forward. 2 more. Use that tushy and tummy. We lift, lift, lift. We lower, lower, lower. We lift, lift, lift. We lower, lower, lower. Good for you. Now I'm going to turn and face the back because I think you guys will be able to see a little bit more what's going on. This can also be done if you have a little 2x4, if you want to use the edge of an old textbook, or maybe the staircase in your house, whatever you want. You can also do that to work through the back of our feet. So you're going to find your V stance, again, not too wide, and this has a little series to it. So we're rotating, we're zipping our belly in and up. We lift up onto our toes, keeping our heels glued together. Now, how much can you bend your knees without dropping your heels? Then I want you to press your heels into the floor, stretch the legs. So that's 1 round. We lift up on 1, hold. Bend the knees 2, lower the heels 3, stretch 4. All while keeping our heels together. Should be lots of tushy foot fun. Up, hold. Bend the knees without dropping our heels. Hold, lower your heels, stretch the legs. 1 more this direction. We float up. We hold. Bend the knees 2. Hold. Heels 3. Stretch 4. Now can you reverse it? Reverse. Bending the knees first. Hold it here. So however low you can go without the heels coming off. Then you lift your heels, keeping them together. Keep your heels here and use that tushy. Stretch up from your own heels. Keep our heels together. They lower. So we bend 1. Heels 2. Legs 3. Lower 4. And you'll start to feel where those abs are working. Bend, heels, stretch, and lower. 1 more. Bend, heels, stretch, and lower. So if you were up on a 2x4, you're actually getting a little more space when you lower, right? My toes would be a little lifted, so that range of motion gets extended. So if that was easy for you, and it was just more a balance challenge, try putting a little lift under our toes, yeah? So that's another option for you. Okay, now I just want you to try and find a little reach through the back foot here. So you can find a stance that's open, and you can play with shifting your weight forward. How far can you go without lifting your heel? Or you can try bending the back and just feel that little Achilles stretch going on, yeah? And find, some people stretching is better, some people bending the back leg is better. Find where that stretches for you. And feel that full foot pressing into the floor. We're lifting our arches still, right? They're not collapsing all in. We're still working and connected. Then switch and try the other side. Just reach through it. Each foot might be a little different too. Keeping our hips square. Can you find that reach through the back heel? Or can you find a bend? Whatever feels like you get a little more stretch going on. There you go. Yeah, okay. So last little thing once you're standing, just find how you literally stand, right? So for Pilates, again, we talk about our powerhouse, right? Our abs in and up. If you could think of your arches as the powerhouse for your feet, not just your toes pushing, right? But can you actually feel how you're standing? So do it wrong for a second and just sink into your arches. You'll notice the legs start to roll in, that things start to get a little funky, right? Now, can you try and adjust that? If we cue from our powerhouse, belly button in and up, and find those arches zipping like little suction cups up. You should feel your inner thighs wake up, a little tushy fun, right? Our body starts to work as a team to support us. So again, do it wrong. Just let everything kind of hang out, stick your belly out, whatever you can. Yeah, which we probably do all during this quarantine, fine. Now, connect to those Pilates muscles we just worked, right? So I have my abs in and up. I feel my weight evenly on my feet. I'm zipping my arches in and up, and I'm feeling my toes supporting me like little roots, and I'll feel, hopefully, that your seat, your inner thighs, your abs are in and up, and you get more length and support through your waist. So just take note, maybe while you're brushing your teeth, while you're scrubbing your dishes, something that you do daily, and you can try it walking without shoes on, or maybe see the difference in your shoes. If they have arch supports, can you use your feet to support you, or are you depending on the arches in your shoes? So kind of play with it. Obviously, I'm not a physical therapist. I don't have any of that. But just some tricks of the trade that I've done through the years with clients and people working on things. While we're not in the studio, if you guys have a little pinky ball or a tennis ball, I'm going to put up a few videos of stuff you can do to massage your feet out. If you happen to have a broccoli, actually these say asparagus, so maybe even asparagus have those thick rubber bands or those really thick hair ties, I'll have some exercises for those. A towel, or if you even have a TheraBand, something with a little resistance, I'm going to give a few exercises that you guys can play with for the weekend. So while your routine might not have as much walking, this may be a good time to focus on your feet and giving them a little TLC before we get back to real life and you have your everyday stuff where we don't have time to think about our feet, yeah? So hopefully a little footwork Friday and your flow Friday mat felt a little more groovy. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be posting hopefully on Sunday what our schedule will be for next week. So thank you guys so much for hanging in. Happy Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and all that sunshine.